sort of racial allegories are and how easily appropriated to a U.S. contemporary context this is. And so this, to me, is like fan culture and political culture kind of at its most interesting, and gaming culture kind of at its most interesting. So there's the kind of Dark Elves riot, which you can sort of stage in the game if you want. All right, so that's how it's made. You use a soundboard, and you take all of these sort of audio clips, and then you make a phone call. I don't recommend doing this. But one other example is sort of calling immigration centers. So here's another one. I'll show this one. And then just the first one, because it's kind of interesting.
Thank you for calling the SPIS. This is David. Since you have questions about an already pending case, is this correct?
Hey, you a dark elf lover?
Yes, sir. How can I assist you today, sir? Hello, sir?
The Grey Court is a disgrace. Them dark elves live like animals.
Yes, sir, they do. Do you have an immigration issue today, sir?
And see why we let them dark elves live inside the walls. We should kick them out like we did to the scalebacks.
Are you pertaining to Skyrim, sir?
Hey, like living in this filthy slum, dark elves? Maybe you should go back to Morrowind where you belong.
Is there anything I can help you with today, sir?
We don't want your kind here, dark elves.
So you get the gist of it. And then the last example I'll show is just kind of going back to the opening song I showed from this hip-hop song, Dragonborn. And I don't have time to do a close analysis of the lyrics.
Yeah.
But this is also machinima, but it's music video. A lot of machinima is also music video. So kind of what I find interesting about this is that it's machinima. You'll see this is before the game actually was out, so there's only like some released gameplay footage that you could use. So this was sort of created and repurposing that, the sort of teaser footage. And then the whole song is kind of imagined around this. But what I like about this is this was anticipating Skyrim as this sort of interesting sort of black cultural space, right? So what's happening in the lyrics is he's saying, you know, Skyrim is my home. I belong here, right? This is mine. This is before you even really get into the game and you get the character customization and all the limitations and all that stuff. This is kind of fantasy and speculative design before the game even existed. And so I kind of end with this in thinking about like what can gaming culture be when it's sort of remastered and reimagined in contexts like this. And we still have everything else that's toxic about gaming culture right at the center of it. But I think that fans are doing things with this material that we can't expect and that we don't even really know about, right? So I will leave us with two questions. And one is just kind of, if machinima can be a reconfiguration of the game space and of our known kind of culture and known media, what kind of reconfiguration is this? How do these videos, how does machinima ideologically reconfigure the medieval frame? And then second, with speculative play in mind, and this I'm kind of getting from like discussions of Afrofuturism and speculative blackness, because that's what I'm interested in, but with this question of sort of speculative play and citizenship, what's possible here? You know, what can we see in these videos? What's being imagined in this fantastical space? I guess what is the good that can come from kind of imaginatively playing in these worlds from a civic standpoint? And I'll end there. You can go back to the game also while we talk.
Questions?
So I have a question regarding at least the Thalmor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think the alliance was precisely racially charged, but more so it was like a very uneasy political alliance or something.
Yeah, between the Imperial